Hello, Alan.
Hi, it's that weird bit. One day we might actually get that bit sorted, but for the moment, that's how we do it, isn't it? Right.
Well, that's not good when it says bad.
Right. Well, I think it's because I pressed the wrong button, if I'm honest. But we're not receiving this fast enough. Your viewers may experience buffering and sure you can. Okay, well, it looks like we've got a full-on.
Let's see what we can do. To hang up and try again?
No, I can't hang up and try again.
What a shame.
Yes.
Well, let's start talking and see if things just start to pick up, shall we?
Should. And I'm really annoyed about this. I know why as well.
Why is that?
Well, do we really want to talk about it?
Why not?
Okay, that's a fair point. So when I was getting ready about half an hour ago, I saw an error message and I thought, I must go and sort out that error message, and I forgot to sort it out.
Oh.
Yes, it's one of our wireless routers was showing an error message, which doesn't necessarily mean this is the problem because we're still on the internet and we have been on the internet since I saw the error. But I did think I need to sort that out, and that's a real broadcast alert. The cancel delayed start. Please stand by. Has rescheduled your experience. I wonder if I can do. Wonder if. Keep talking.
I'm going to keep talking as though this is all quite natural. YouTube, we love you really. You're showing us some teething problems, but we do love you really, don't we, Alan?
Yeah, I do. So what I've done, I've gone on to 4G.
Okay.
Which arguably is faster than our Wi-Fi anyway. Keep talking.
I don't know what to say without if it's even going to be seen or heard by anybody.
Well, it's gonna. I don't think it is, but it may suddenly kick into life. That's the. There we go. Look, health is good. So, in theory, people can see us imminently. We are experiencing technical difficulty. None. I hadn't turned it on anyway. Right, February 12:02. It says all is working. So why can't I see? Let's go to view on YouTube and see what the. Oh, okay, we are there. It's a real. Oh my goodness, it's. Of course. Oh no, let's see if I do that. Right, it's not horrific. It's fine. We are working. I'm just going to check the sound. There we go. We have sound.
Bonza, we are back on.
We are back. Right. Let me just type a quick message and apologise.
So we hope you're all well this week. If you're new to the group, this is exactly how we like to roll every single week without fail. Obviously not. So my name's Emily and this is Alan from The Outside Bride. We are the outdoor wedding blog to know and who's going to help you get through your outdoor wedding, from planning tips to advice, just to be a sounding board really with anything that you're worried about or want to talk through. We're here to help you basically. Alan?
Yes. No, I was just checking some bits. You know, they always say in this world we're in, but be honest, let people see the real you and all this. I'm well cheesed off right now.
I know you are.
I try my hardest to get this tech working properly, and then we get scuppered by, well, essentially everyone. Hello, BT provide our internet.
I'm warm now. I'm going to take my scarf
Yes,
off.
BT provide our internet. We don't have the fastest internet in the world. We have just about enough to do this. We've been experiencing some issues. It's called contention ratio for those who care. Where basically loads of people are using the same tube, line, whatever you want to use. So we've been restricted somewhat. But also I think then we may have had a wireless issue in the house, which I should have fixed, and possibly we could have squeezed through. I've purposely made it that.
Oh,
bad
okay,
quality,
okay.
So it will minimise. Well, then no, if this is on our stream is now on mobile data, whereas this is on the Wi-Fi.
Got you.
So actually, I could happily
Let's
increase.
not talk about the tech anymore.
Yeah, let's leave it there. And
do you want to say hello to the world?
Hello everyone, I'm Alan from The Outside Bride, and Bailey Beltent's our side hustle. It's not really a side hustle at all, I just wanted to say
put that out there.
Yes, so we are here with Ask an Expert number 53. Yes, podcasters, hello. If you are watching tonight, please do like and subscribe. Thumbs up, please. Give us a thumbs up on the video right below.
Although we don't blame if you don't want to, because this first couple of minutes has been shoddy, Alan. Shoddy.
Don't say
Shoddy.
that. Look, it cuts me deep. It cuts me deep.
We're drinking today
Yeah.
a Manchester gin.
Manchester gin.
How is it for you?
We haven't finished with subscribe and all these other things yet.
Just what
Please
you
subscribe to the channel as well.
enjoying it?
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone. Cheers.
So what have we been up to this week, Alan?
Well, we've had a Bonza week, so we've been running our competition. We'll run through it all now. I think we'll chat about each one. We've had our competition to win a free ticket to...
Pair of tickets.
A pair of tickets to Bride the Wedding Show this Sunday in Bournemouth.
Get the detail right, Braithwaite. It's either Saturday or Sunday, because it's a 2-day show. You can pick and choose which day you would like to go to.
Yes. We've also had a couple of fab blogs go out. So we've had a real wedding blog go out today. And I believe we've got another one going out tomorrow.
Real wedding tomorrow as well, all the way from Australia.
All the way from Australia. And you know what? Our real weddings are so gorgeous. And this sounds cheesy. I mean, loads of blogs put real weddings up.
You're right.
No, I'm not all right. And loads of blogs put real weddings up. We all do. All the blogs do. We're not saying
Get to the point, Alan.
I love them.
I know you do.
I love them. I absolutely love. It's kind of like all the best bits of the wedding, and I get that's the point, right? But it is, isn't it? It's like you see none of the faff and the hoo-ha. Don't be like that. You love them as well, so don't like.
I know, I write them.
Cool. So then, where were you last Friday?
Last Friday, I was in Oxfordshire at a venue visit. We're going to talk about that in a second as well. Is there anything else we want to talk about? And then today we're going to have a few nuggets of wisdom about wet weather on your wedding day and how to cope with it.
Yes. So let's. Do you want to crack on with the competition?
Yeah, starting with the competition. If you have been over on our Facebook group or onto our website or even on our Instagram feed, you will see that the last few days we've been running a competition for you to win a complimentary pair of tickets to go and see Bride the Wedding Show this weekend, either Saturday or the Sunday at the Bournemouth BIC. All you need to do to be in a chance with it, and we're going to be visiting, aren't we?
We're there Sunday morning.
We are there Sunday.
Should be there about 10:15.
If you happen to win and you want to meet us for a glass of champers, we're happy to oblige.
Yes.
All you need to do is to go onto the post, the tagged post on our Facebook page, and put your details into the subscription box to be in a chance for winning. That's all you need to do. Put your name and your email address, and a winner picked out of the air at random on Thursday, GMT time at 6 p.m.
Yeah,
GMT.
so we'll put another reminder out tomorrow morning, won't we, on all the pages and groups and Insta stories and Instagrams, everything. Yeah. But we'll put that out.
Remember, so we'll be closing, the doors to that will be closing about 5 p.m. so we can get everything into the random generator, and we'll be picking the name at 6 p.m.
When you said random generator then for a minute, I'm like, have we got a generator? Just a random one?
I'm just going to give you a little casual.
No, I know, but we talk so much about outdoor weddings, and I'm still peeved about the tech issue. So at least we've got some people watching now, which is always a good.
If you've just joined us, you may not have seen Alan's about to cry because the tech once again has failed.
I've just paused it.
Don't pause anything.
No, it's not. No, that's not bad quality.
Okay, good. Right. Anyway, moving on swiftly.
Yes.
So other things on this. This week I visited Stratton Court Barn in Oxfordshire. I was invited down to a bit of a VIP influencers day to come and meet the venue, see the venue in the flesh, get to know the team. And we had a really wicked textiles workshop whereby we all sat down. It was so nice because I spent a whole hour of my time sat there in peace painting a canvas tote bag. It was very delightful.
No, it was delightful.
That's from Anna Jane Designs, did that workshop. And then we had a really scrummy vegetarian feast supplied by Ross and Ross Events. So it was just nice to go and see the venue in the flesh. And actually, because we see so many venues that are fields or woodlands or campsites or beaches and that kind of really ground up, so we always talk about the working from the blank canvas, working up with these types of events. Actually, the good thing about Stratton Court Barn was the fact that it's a it's a dedicated venue, it's a barn venue, but what it has is this beautiful courtyard, and they really make the indoor-outdoor space really fluid. So yes, it is a barn, and yes, that's not a truly outdoor wedding, but what they have is this walled courtyard full of festoons and fairy lights and outdoor seating areas, and they've got a massive wooden banqueting sort of scaffold type banqueting table with big banqueting chairs out there, and it's a really, really lovely outdoor space, and I really fell in love with it. And the nice thing is, even if you were having a ceremony inside or having your food inside, they had the big floor to ceiling windows where the doors opened up, and that was a real connection between the indoor and outdoor space. So you could use both.
I love it so much.
We have blogged about it. If you want to go onto the blog, you find a little bit of a write about what I did on the day, all the teams.
Links
below. It was a really nice day, and I thank Karen for inviting me. Karen is the events manager, wedding and events manager there. She's a lovely lady, and I thoroughly enjoyed meeting her. And yeah, if you are looking for a venue in the Oxfordshire region, I would thoroughly recommend Stratton Court Barn.
Yes, it's fab. What I was going to say, when you came back, you did bring back a couple of goodies that I thought were lovely.
Yep.
You brought back a fabulous, which I think is one of the best words ever. Fabulous has got to be at the top words with pineapple. And you brought back a fabulous bamboo
reusable travel mug. Yes.
Yeah, so we're all over eco stuff, as you know. That was cool. And then you brought back some mojito, homemade mojito marshmallow.
Cherry Tree Cakery provided mojito flavoured homemade marshmallows.
Yes.
They were darn good, weren't they?
Yeah, they were pretty good.
The only criticism I would have Cherry Tree Cakery, because the marshmallows themselves are gorgeous, the flavour was exceptional, the decor of the box was beautiful. There was an odd number in the box.
Yeah, there was 3, so I had 2.
What do you do with it? It's like romantic, sit there with your beloved. Oh look, and then Alan had no qualms in eating number 2, so I had 1 and you had 2 without even hesitating. Was it? It's gone.
I was all over it. Yeah. No issues at all.
If you're watching Cherry Tree Cakery, even numbers, please.
Yes. I'll tag them in this, and then they can hear your message. And then I know we had something else to go into, didn't we? We've done the competition
This weekend.
Oh, sorry, no. Do you want to do this weekend, or we're still looking for couples?
Both of them. Well, I'll start with this weekend.
Yes, you do this
So,
weekend.
segueing from the competition we have live at the moment, we are at Bride the Wedding Show on Sunday, and it's a really good opportunity for you to go and see so many wedding vendors and suppliers all under one roof, indoor, outdoor, caterers, design concepts, all of that kind of stuff under one roof. So even if you're not going to be visiting the BIC, because I know it's not accessible for everybody, do make sure that between now and sort of the start of summer, May time, you're visiting your wedding fairs. Yes, you may have every idea in your head already, and you may have your suppliers already sort of nailed down, but it's always really nice to go and see wedding fairs just to make sure that you are keeping in touch with everything. Make sure you haven't forgotten anything important, and just seeing what else is available, because you might find there's some bits in your budget that are stretching to other things that you haven't even thought about. And if you have already got everything sorted, it's nice to go for a bit of cake sometimes.
Well, that's it. I'll never forget when we got married all those years ago now. How many?
6.
Well, I was going to go 6. I got a bit confused.
Are you coming into year 7?
Well, I think so. I did have to think about it. Yeah, 2012.
We're going to year 7.
And, there was hog roast and everything, but we just love it, don't we? We like meeting the suppliers, we love everything about it, and that's why we do it.
We also, there was a post last week created by, I can't think that's really bad, there was another barn, Castley Barn in Wiltshire, and they put a little guide to, if you're going to a very first wedding showcase or wedding fair, things to look out for, things to ask. So if you haven't checked that out, also do go back and revisit the blog, and there's useful hints and tips about what to do on your first wedding showcase there.
Yes. Also, we are still looking for couples. We've had quite a few email us and message us, DM, the PM and the email. They're coming through.
Because you really just do that.
Yeah. And we're going to go on tour is what it boils down to. We want to come and visit you guys getting married. We want to come out to your venue. We want to see you setting up on the Friday or whatever day it is. And we would like to take some video of it. We'd like to have a bit of a chat with you, share the highs and the lows, do a bit of a montage. A montage of the setup and what you've got, your teepee, your dome, your traditional, marquee, or whatever you may have.
So we're not gate crashing your actual wedding.
No. And well, if you want to invite us, no one's ever invited us. Who's going to be the first to invite podcasters? Surely one of you is going to invite us to your wedding.
Anyway, we're not inviting ourselves to your wedding, although that'd be lovely if you want to. The day before or 2 days before, whenever you're setting up, we would love to come and see you. So if you haven't yet done so, and
we want to share your wedding.
We've had some far afield, haven't we?
Colorado. Closer. That's the furthest. Then we've had Marbella, which we think we may be able to do. So if you are watching Marbella wedding, I can't remember your name. Apologies. We are trying to work out.
See, the benefit of the Marbella wedding, if I'm honest, is that it's my birthday weekend.
Yes.
So
well,
that would be really horrendous, wouldn't it, if I had to fly to Spain on
and
my
we can literally fly Friday morning and back Saturday morning from Bournemouth, one of our 2 local airports. We are blessed with 2 local airports. So saying that, by the time you got to Bournemouth, you could just go to Heathrow. But I think
that's really boring.
Yeah, no, Bournemouth works out better for us from Southampton. So yes, we're still looking. If you're interested in us possibly coming to view your wedding, your setup this year, please do get in touch. info@theoutsidebride.co.uk. Then that takes us on to our advice, which is what tonight?
So today I launched on the website Rhiannon and Louise Outdoor Woodland Wedding, and it was a really big. And if you haven't, I know this is keep going back to the website, but do come and see the website in all its glory as well, because today's real wedding was so beautiful and so simple. It was a woodland wedding at Wilderness Wood in East Sussex. It's a charity, so some of the money that goes in from the weddings goes into replanting in the trees and maintaining the beautiful forest that is there, and it's a really stunning site. The benefit of Wilderness Wood is that they have the ability to both do legal ceremonies, and then you can obviously do your non-legal outdoor ceremonies separately, because they have a meeting hut in the middle of the woods, which is stunning. It was stunning, and it was all done out, decked out with all of the bunting outside, and so many wildflowers everywhere, and the hay bales outside to be able to witness the legal ceremony. It was really one of the nicest, most laid back, family focused weddings. The hand fasting ceremony in the middle of it was delivered by the best man and one of the closest friends of the bride, and the children were involved in the hand fasting service as well. So it was really nice to see all that, everyone sort of getting in together. And one of the key things that I took from Rhiannon's wedding, and in the blurb we wrote about, within the feature, is that actually the day before the wedding and the days before it, the few days before that, it was pouring down with rain, absolutely heaving with rain, to the point where everything that they'd had in their Pinterest board, that thing we talk about every single week about that your ideas board, where you have that vision of what you want on the day, didn't happen, because quite simply they could not get any decor outside of the meeting hut space before the wedding day itself, because it just would have been ruined. We've talked about paper pom-poms and anything that's perishable and damp, and if there's strong gusts of wind, you can't always put decor in the trees and all that kind of stuff. And I just wanted to read to you very briefly the last bit of advice that Rhiannon put in the blog. So we ask every single real wedding, what are your top tips for other couples getting married in the outdoors? And Rhiannon said, don't get bogged down by the decorations. It rained heavily the day before our wedding, and we didn't have time to put as many decorations as we would have liked. But on the day, we remembered that the reason we had chosen to get married in the woodland was because of its own special beauty and untouched magic. We didn't have much of a backup plan for if it rained on the day, but I think anyone getting married outside needs to embrace nature and how little you can control it. And I really liked that, because we talk week in, week out about rain and having backup plans and don't stress about it and keep it simple, and that's coming from us. And I think sometimes coming from us as the experts, it can be a little bit, oh yeah, I know, but I think hearing it from a real bride who's literally last year just been through it herself, saying actually we realised that the backdrop and the outdoor weddings themselves have some stunning views, don't they? Doesn't matter where you are, the greenery, the beach, wherever, that itself is beautiful. You don't need to worry about all of those tiny intricate details all the time. Yes, they're nice, and if you have them, fabulous, but if you don't have them, your wedding is still going to be magical. I love the word magical.
I love magical. Fabulous.
So I think the tip is keep it simple and always plan for the worst case scenario. If you can't get all your decor outside because everything you've planned is to be outside, what's the worst that can happen? What is the worst that can happen? Ultimately, you can still get married. You'll be there with your partner. You can still say your vows to each other. Your friends and families are still going to be there, and you're still going to have a jolly good old knees up at the end of it. So really, don't worry.
Don't panic and carry on.
Don't panic, carry on.
It's so true.
If you haven't seen today's blog, I really do, because they had donkeys.
Well, I always put the list in the blogs, the most recent blog in the comments below. So I'll put today's in there.
It's really, really pretty, and Rhiannon herself and Louis looked absolutely stunning. They really, really did. So do feel free to check out that blog. It's always appreciated. And if you've watched today's video from start to finish and you haven't been swayed by the technical issues for another week on YouTube, I'm gonna say, come on.
No. We're only talking about the ones that have gone wrong. We've had week after week of ones going very well. It's just because we've only been on YouTube, I think something like 5 or 6 weeks now, and unfortunately the first two weren't very good, and this one wasn't very good. So as a percentage, it's actually
if
quite high.
you've watched from start to finish and you've still got the gist of it, thank you so much for that. And do feel free to give us a thumbs up at the end of this video.
Thumbs up, subscribe. There's a little red thing and a little white thing here. And podcasters, if that's okay, podcasters, we know you're listening because we've seen the stats, and that's fab. Thank you so much for listening. And please, could you leave us a rating or a review on iTunes if you are listening through iTunes?
Much appreciated.
That would be amazing. We've had I can't remember now, I was looking at the figure, but yeah, we've had quite a few listens through iTunes, so it'd be really appreciated if you could leave a rating or a review, or just 5 stars. Don't even think about it, just click the 5 stars.
Feel sad for the boy.
One day I'll get it right. If in all fairness, this one's kind of out of my control. I think this is a British Telecom's issue, who provide our broadband. We live in the sticks, everyone, so we are slightly limited to who we can have.
Do we need to start a GoFundMe pot for help Emily and get faster broadband?
Question: would you help contribute to us to get a satellite for faster broadband? I'm gonna suggest the answer. Maybe
put it out there. The universe will answer.
Yeah. Would you contribute to us benefiting from faster broadband? That's not probably the best sales pitch we've ever done, is it?
Probably not.
No. But that is it.
Scratch that.
Scratch that. Right, now we enter the awkward bit where we say goodbye. YouTubers, you see this. Podcasters, you hear this. But we say goodbye, we wave, and Emily has to keep waving goodbye while I get up and go around.
All I'm going to do today is take my gin and tonic.
You got to make noise. I don't like silence. You know I can't handle the silence.
I will make noise.
That's
all
right. No gurgling though.
See you later.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
It's delicious. It's one of my favourite. It's a Manchester gin, you know. Really, really tasty. Usually with orange peel. Sometimes a bit of lime. It does the treat. Right. See you later. Bye.